From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding. First pitch coming your way. And today's starting pitcher, Nick Martinez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that one is lifted in the air. India on his way over. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's back now at the Trop for the bottom of the first. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground, out to short. And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard. Digging in, Junior Caminero. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho should have this one. Makes the grab.
Batting third,
Luis Ariz stands in. Got him. 2 gone.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Struck him out looking. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
In the air on the infield, Aranda settles under this one, and there's one away. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-1. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. The 3-1 in for a strike, full count. Line drive, that's a base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Jesus Sanchez next up for the ground ball right side. It squirts through. Jimenez scores. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Next to hit, Ernie Clement. High fly ball, right field. And there's 2 down. Spencer Steer digs in now. 2 on, 2 outs. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Kirk around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped to short. They get the force. That ends the inning. And back now in Tampa Bay. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan India. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Yandy Diaz now.
Low inside.
Clips the corner. And the count 1-2.
Low inside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the...
Jimenez throw to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Here's a 1-1.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Inside, almost got him. High fly ball out to left field. India on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. 2-1 now. This one in the air center field. Mullins under this one. 2 down. And now it's Dalton Varsho. 2 down, nobody on. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Andres Jimenez. Swings through that. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms. Runner takes off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him swinging. One left for Toronto. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swings and misses, struck him out.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Out number 2. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. So man aboard. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. The 1-2. Swings, and this one's flared. That's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cedric Mullins. Ground ball left side. Base hit. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Yoendrys Gomez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mason Engler warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Boyle also throwing. That's outside. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him. One out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
One up, one down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
The Rays trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. See ya strikes him out for the second time today. Taylor Walls will hit next.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that is that. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Mason Engler.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
The 1-1. In the air, right field. On the move to the alley. And there's 2 away. So up next, Addison Barger. 2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. That's ripped into the outfield, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's 4-zip.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Man on second, 2 down. Now a blooper back behind short. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Rays get an RBI double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher for the Rays, Danny Jansen. Ripped, but it curls foul.
4-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Splitter. Low middle.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the Rays, the first baseman.
So the Rays batting order turns over. And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. The 1-2. Runner takes off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Down the line. It's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw to third. Save.
Up next for the Rays.
Runners in the corners here. One away. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. 2 on, 1 out. Rips one to right. Lunging, but it gets down. Here's the throw. Safe at second.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's 2 away. Two outs, runners at first and second. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. Varsho settles underneath it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 5 innings complete. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. That one lifted to left. India settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. The count 2-1. On a line out towards center. 2 away. Manager out of the dugout. Joe Boyle gets the call from the pen.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Just off the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan India. That pitch clips the outside corner. That is strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. The Jays leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
So digging in, Taylor Walls.
Four-seam fastball.
And a 1-1.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
To the right side. And foul ball.
Four-seam fastball.
1-2 now.
Inside.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Got him swinging for the K. Now it's the right fielder. 2 on, 2 outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And now they trail by 1. Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Manager out of the Brendan Little taking over on the mound.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And that'll do it. So it's well, one-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Here's a 1-1. Chases that one upstairs.
That was straight queso right there.
And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. And he brings it into the warning track. Spencer Steer digs in now. Next offering is fouled back.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Walls throws the first. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Ball 2.
Sinker.
Swing and a miss.
Sinker. Low outside.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Overhand curve.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. Next offering is downstairs. The Blue Jays trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss.
Sinker. Low inside.
Swing and a miss. And that is that. Rays go. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Garrett Clevenger.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be. Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
To the right side. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. That one inside. Look out. Fouls one off. 2-2. Barger gets his lead at first with nobody out. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
So up next, Dalton Varsho. Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him. One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. In the air to left center. Nice grab on the run. And there's two down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Here's the Toronto catcher. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with two gone. First and second, 2 outs. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Two on, 2 outs. This one in the air center field. Mullins gets under it, and that is that. Rays get an RBI double. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's an AL.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Rogers.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Slinging it to first in time. Yandy Diaz will hit next. Swing and a miss.
Slider. Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Sinker. Middle inside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. Down in order. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Steven Matz. He last pitched 2 days ago. Back now in Tampa Bay. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Slings to first in time. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. The 1-1. Out towards right center field, and it falls. And that's a 1-out single.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind.
Arias has it for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs.
Now pitching for
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Well, he blew a save opportunity his last time out, and I'm sure that's at least in the back of his mind. So this is a good chance at some redemption here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder. Ball to strike. The pitch. Foul ball there. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Down to the last out for the Rays. Back to the top of the order now. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. The Rays down to their final strike.
Splitter. Low outside.
That's smacked on a line to center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, the show brings you the game of the week. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi, folks. John Shelby alongside Chris Singleton. All right, we'll be back together. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Shane McClanahan. And singing, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And foul ball. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. 2 down. Base is empty. Now Addison Barger. Chop to the right side. Aranda. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now it's the Rays' turn. And on the hill today, Trey Savage. He leads the entire league in wins, and every time he grabs the ball, you expect results.
Yeah, he's coming right after hitters, Boog, setting the tone from the jump and giving his team a real chance to stack up some W's.
He's not just a pitcher, he's a gamer. Shows up every 5th day ready to compete.
That's why every rotation wants a guy like him, just flat out reliable, just like you, partner.
Next to hit, Jonathan Aranda. Throws to first in time. Here comes Luis Ariz to the plate. If you're looking for contact, this is your guy.
Yeah, and if you're looking for batting titles, he's also your guy. Ariz is the first player in MLB history to win 3 straight with 3 different teams. The Twins, Marlins, and the Padres.
That is the inning. On now to the top half of inning number 2. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. To third, Palacios. Slinging it to first in time. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him. 2 away.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. And right back to the mound. Gets it to first. That's the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Jonathan Indy at the plate. Swings through that.
Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
4-seam fastball, high middle.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout, and he strikes out. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. The 1-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Juan Yepez. The 1-1. Up the middle. Fires to first in time.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swings and misses. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Digging in, Spencer Steer. 1-2 now. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a base hit. Run scores. So 2 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Step off throw to first. Steer dives back in safely. 2-2 down. Runner on the go. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back now in Tampa Bay, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. In the air to left center, Varsho has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 9.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
Jansen.
Right through there for a strike.
Slider, middle outside.
That one lifted to left. Barger gets under it. And there's 2 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls.
Oh, that's in.
4-seam fastball, high inside.
Inside almost
ball 3.
got him.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Third baseman, number 3.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Richie Palacios getting ready to hit.
Slider.
2-2 now.
Outside.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Chop to first. Throw to first in time. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Nice grab. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next to the Blue
2
Jays,
outs, base is empty. At the plate, Dalton Varsho. This one in the air, center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Bottom 4 as the Rays come up to hit. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one down. Luis Ariz stands in.
Splitter. Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Middle inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Rays held in check here. They still trail. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And a 1-1. In the air, left field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning. So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Runner on the move. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Runner on the go again. Got him swinging. Go to second. Out of bounds. Safe. So now with one away and a man at second. And next for Toronto, Juan Yepez. High fly ball, right field. Fraley under it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Ball to strike. In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Bounced up the middle. Clement slings to first in time. And next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Middle outside.
This one popped up right side. He's got it. 2 away now. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. On the ground to the left. To first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far. So up next, Spencer Steer. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
On the ground. The flip. One at second. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy.
This one in the air, center field. Mullins moving under it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Vladdy comes in to score. And they lead by 2. Now here is Dalton Varsho. Step off, throw to first.
No, he's safe.
And he just got his hand in there. The 1-1. Walls. They take the force out, and that's the third out. Back here at Tropicana Field, let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. That one misses. Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swing and a bouncer. Jimenez whips it to first on the run.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. That's out number 2. Back to the top of the order. And the batter now, Richie Palacios. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. It's in and out of his glove. Gets off a throw. Play made. That ends the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mason Englert.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
1 away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's Juan Yepez. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The relay throw. And he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Walls. Arise has it for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. That one ripped. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. And now 2-1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really nice pitch right there and had him out in front over the top. I'm sure the batter was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Rays hitless so far in the game. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Middle inside.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
On a line. Flashes the leather on the running catch. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Here's a 1-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one in the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. And there's 2 away. Here comes the manager. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Yoendris Gomez. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. This one in the air, center field. Mullins should have this one. And that is that. Nothing doing. Back now in Tampa Bay. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
Still rolling to start the 8th. Just 5 more outs to get.
Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz. Out towards right center field. Can't bring it in, and the no-no is no more. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Next to hit, Jake Fraley. Right through there for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Tying run at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. And now they trail by 1.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
The Blue Jays trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Ripped on a line to center. And that will end the inning. Williams. He's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. Well, 1-run game. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. The 2-1. The other way. And it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. The 1-2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. So now with 1 away and a man at second. Now at the plate, Andres Jimenez. Base hit into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Fires to second for 1. On to first, double play. To the
Now pitching for
welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
He's clearly their go-to guy in this bullpen to finish out ball games. Looking for his 40th save of the season right here. So he's been excellent.
1 away. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Swings and lines one towards the gap. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Number 1.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2. Varsho on the move. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 2 away. Last chance for the Rays. Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. This could end it. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
We've grown to expect him to just roll into games and simply...
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch. And on the hill in this one, Drew Rasmussen. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
This one in the air, center field. Settles under this one. 2 down. And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Out towards right center field, under it. And that is that. And the starter for Toronto, Shane Bieber. He's near the top in strikeouts, and opponents still haven't figured him out.
Yeah, his swing and miss is nasty, baffling would-be hitters on a weekly basis.
It's not just his power, it's his command of the strike zone that jumps out to me, Singy.
Yeah, he's must-see TV. Sign me up for that subscription. Every game is a pitching clinic.
Throw to first in time. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Junior Caminero. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy.
Got it. Great leaping catch. New inning getting started. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. The 1-1. This one in the air right field. And there's one down. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Foul ball there. No score here in the second. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. Two down, base is empty. Andres Jimenez digs in now. Swings through that one for strike two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We'll go to the bottom of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Danny Jansen. Slice to right. Barger takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Jonathan India at the plate. And that's off the outside edge. 3-1. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays.
Ball, no.
Rudder takes off. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Got him. 2 out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That's towards center. And that is that. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. And now it's filled up.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. And now the DH, Jesus Sanchez. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. The two-run shot. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Swings through it for the K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Spencer Steer will hit next. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. And a 1-1. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And Guerrero is set down. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. One up, one down. Here's the center fielder.
High middle.
That's
Ball
outside. 3-1
Four-seam
now.
fastball. High middle.
And that's ball 4. So the Rays batting order turns over. Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit.
Knuckle curve.
The 1-2.
Low inside.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another.
Low inside.
Close, but called a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Low outside.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Steer takes it in for the out. Out number 2. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays.
Ball, that's too low.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Slider. Middle outside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 innings. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. The 2-1. In the air to left center, and that will fall. And a good start to the inning. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to.
1 at second. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Dalton Varsho, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He'll circle the bases, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
So 2 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that is that. Rays with a solo shot to trim the lead. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Luis Arias.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Low outside.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Knuckle curve.
Here's a 2-2.
Low outside.
No,
Really
that's
good
a ball.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
Middle outside.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Stays alive.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Knuckle curve. Low middle. Cutter.
The Rays hitless so far in the game. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan India. Strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Stepping in, Jake Fraley. This to center field. Varsho after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. 1-1 now. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Under it. And there's one down. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Ground ball right side. Aranda steps on the bag, and the first two set down to the top of the fifth. Two down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Joe Boyle, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. That's out number 3. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And that's in for a strike.
Cutter. High outside.
Got him. One down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Taylor Walls. And he lays down a bunt. And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball.
1-2 now.
Outside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 down. And now the center fielder. 2 down, nobody on.
Off the plate.
Slider. Middle inside.
Swings and misses. And it's 2-2.
Low middle.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. And that'll do it. Still. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game.
Now pitching for
Joe
the Rays,
Boyle on to pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
2-1 now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nice grab on the run. 1 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. Popped up. And there's 2 away. Addison Barger now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped to short. And the inning is over. Down in order. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Four-seam fastball.
1-2 here. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. So up next, Junior Caminero.
Junior Caminero.
Right through there for a strike.
Knuckle curve. Low outside.
Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul.
Low outside.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next.
On to first. Flip to first. Ends the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay, Kazuma Okamoto has been living in scoring position, a doubles machine, and in elite company.
Yeah, but that swing finds the gap over and over, and that's how you flip the field and a game in a hurry.
Got him. 1 away.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
1 down. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. One and two now. In the air, left field, India towards the line, and that's a fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And there's two down.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
And now, Jesus Sanchez. His two-run homer back in the third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Bouncer to second, a rise. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one is off the wall. Relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. Slinging it to first in time.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
And a 1-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third. They're on the board for 1.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Caught him looking for the K. Back here at Tropicana Field, ready to begin the 8th. Ernie Clement digs in now. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So back to the top of the order. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. Out to short. Arias has it for 1. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
This one in the air, center field. Under it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Rays, number 15. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Rays,
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Digging in, Jonathan Aranda. Steer on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One out man at first. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Fought off foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier.
Clement over to second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Steven Matz.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That's to third, and it stays fair. And the leadoff man aboard. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a bouncer. Fired to second. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Got him. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Blue.
Now pitching for
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W. Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
The Blue Jays trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Down to the last out for the Rays. So digging in, Jonathan India. The Rays down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. 4-1 the final here today. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Yankees. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Well, and getting to start, Clark Schmidt. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right.
McMahon slings to first in time. And the batter now, Addison Barger. Here in the Bronx, just getting settled into this one. He gets there with the slide, fires to first, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Caballero. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Back here in New York. And on the hill, Jose Barrios. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
It's Aaron Judge now.
Damn.
Judge with another scorching run of play lately. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 down, bases empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Got him. 3rd out. Down in order go the Yankees. Back for more from the Bronx. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second, and he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Base hit into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in, makes the turn at second, heads for third. Runner around third. In to score from first, and they lead by 2.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Now batting Tyler Wade. Here's a 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Dominguez has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. So no one on after the sac fly. Spencer Steer digs in now. Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So back at Yankee Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 away. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Swings through that one for strike 2. Popped up left side. Wade settles under it. Takes it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Ryan McMahon now. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. So digging in, Ben Rice.
Circle change. Low inside.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Sinker. Low outside.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in the Bronx, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., one of the league leaders in double singy. He's basically turned the gap into his personal express lane.
Yeah, Boog, and the outfielders keep paying the toll. Hit it where they ain't. Seems simple enough.
On the ground, right side. Slinging it to first in time. Next is the designated hitter, Addison Barger. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
1 down. Next to hit, Kazuma Okamoto. This one in the air center field. Dominguez on the move. 2 down. Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle.
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 5-0. So a man at first. Now at the plate, Ernie Clement. Ball to strike. In the air, left field. And that is that. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Slurve. Low outside.
High fly ball, right field. Sanchez settles under this one. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Sinker.
Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Outside.
Swing and a miss. And he got him to chase.
Middle inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Slurve. Middle inside.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Yankee order, Jason Dominguez will hit next. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Camilo Doval.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bellinger takes it in for the out. 1 down. And next for Toronto, Tyler Wade. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Steer.
2 down, nobody on. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the inning, Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Forget it. That one felt good. And they cut into the deficit.
Well, baseball gave us Jazz, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. gives baseballs to lucky fans with home runs like that. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Struck him out looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a 1-1. That one ripped. 1 away. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Addison Barger.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably Fernando Cruz taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So up next for New York, Ben Rice. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Caballero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Andrew Kittredge, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Heel getting cranked up as well. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
What do you got?
Sanchez checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one away. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing, and he went. And they count 1-2. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to Jazz. Throws to first in time.
The batter, number 22.
Ernie Clement, the next to hit.
Ernie Clement.
So now 1-2. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that is that. Down in back in New York. Well, we go bottom 6. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. So back to the top of the order. And now the center fielder, Jason Dominguez. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And now 2 aboard. Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. That's out to center field. Strong drifts towards it, makes the grab. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Now Jazz Chisholm Jr. steps up for a big at bat. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And they're all loaded up. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that some
base hit, 1 run in already. Ball comes in, runner stops at third, bases still loaded with 2 out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground, Guerrero steps on the bag, and that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
This one in the air, center field. And a quick out, number 1. So up next for Toronto, Tyler Wade. That's a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Back to the top of the order, Spencer Steer next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's to third. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Just missed. The Yankees looking to rally. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Jose Caballero getting ready to hit.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Popped in the air, left field. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees.
One out, man at first. Cody Bellinger digs in now. And he grounds one back up the middle. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. The 2-2 on the way. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Wade settles underneath it. And that is the inning. The Yankees. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Luis Gil.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
This one chopped to first. Rice takes it to the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the eighth. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 1-2. Movement in the Yankees pen. A.J. Puck, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away down. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the eighth. Bounced up the middle. Caballero on the run, sent it over to first, and he gets him. Nicely.
Now pitching for the
Back
Blue
now,
Jays.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Brendan Little.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
That's out number
Next
2.
for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Stanton now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away.
Got him looking for the K. And he's gone for the 4th. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance to make the contact with that pitch.
Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Miles Straw will hit next.
Miles.
Ball to strike. The pitch. That clips a corner.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Look out, almost got him upstairs. Line drive. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Ground ball up the middle. Jazz tosses to first. And that's
Now pitching for
back
Toronto.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Tyler Rogers.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Next to hit, Ryan McMahon. The Jays trying to close out a 3-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And next for New York, Ben Rice. Foul ball there.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Straw drifts towards it. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Now it's going to be Jose Caballero. Popped up. Clement gets under it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take game 1 of the series on the road.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. First pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Fires to first in time. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
On the ground to third, McMahon. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at
He's in
first,
there.
and an infield single keeps the inning going. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well.
I think it just tosses to first. That ends the inning. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Top 5 in wins, and every time he takes the mound, you expect results.
Yeah, he's setting the tone early and giving his team a real chance to win. That impact shows up in every series they play.
He doesn't just pitch, he competes.
Yeah, Boog, that kind of consistency is what every rotation needs.
That's
Much
ball
like
three.
you, partner. He's a true X factor.
High outside.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here is Aaron Judge.
Oh, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Got him. One gone, bottom half of the first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Varsho.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
One out, man at first. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Juan Yepez. Hard hit, left field, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. Now batting Tyler Wade.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a tapper. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
This one in the air, center field. Dominguez under this one. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. The relay throw. Tag out at third. And that's a double play. That ends the inning, but they do pick up. Back here in New York, we head to the bottom of the second. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Low inside.
This one in the air. Okamoto settles underneath it. 1 away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Inside.
Ball 2.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-1. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
So digging in, Jose Caballero. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. Bellinger up to hit. The 1-1. Out to center. Varsho drifts towards it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back now in the Bronx. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. That one misses.
No, ball four.
So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball to strike. The pitch. One down. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger. Swing and a miss.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Digging in, Kazuma Okamoto. Step off, throw to first. Steer, back on a dive. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Dominguez should have this one. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Outside.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. This one smacked out to left center. And it's into the gap. And that's a 1-out single.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
He makes the grab. And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Nobody in the league has more stolen bases than he does this season. He has been dangerous.
Sinker. Low outside.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Carrying well. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Yankees nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Andres Jimenez. Just a slow ground ball this time. Whips it to first on the run.
He's in there.
Not in time to get him, and the tapper turns into an infield single. Here's Juan Yepes. On the ground. McMahon. Over to Jazz. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
The batter number 4.
Tyler Wade now at the plate. The 1-1. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. And midway in the 4th, Blue Jays 2, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Up now, he's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Got him. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Yankees.
And next for New York, Ben Rice.
22. Ben.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more.
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. That's worth the price of admission. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good.
He hauls it in, 2 away. Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Daniel Susak. And a big swing and a miss.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
And Fried gets his 2nd strikeout of the game. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Spencer Steer will hit next. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Step off throw to first.
No, he's safe.
Steer back in on a dive. The kick in the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger. Step off, throw to first.
He's good.
Back in safe, really close. On the ground to third, and that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 1-2 here. Got him looking. Strikeout number 8, and he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. Still 1 challenge left for them. So up next, J.C. Escarra. In the air, right field. Steer under it. And there's 2 away. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now here is Kazuma Okamoto. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 2-2 on the way. And down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
2 down, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And he strikes out the side. Back at Yankee Stadium, let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. Aaron Judge with a rocket. And we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
On the outside corner, that is strike two. Chisholm thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. No challenges left for them now. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away. Here's Stanton now. Stanton working through some struggles lately. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Up the middle. Wade slings to first in time. Stepping in, Ben Rice. High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And now they're out front. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. A.J. Puk.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swinging a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that puts the tying run on base. So digging in, Tyler Wade. Way inside. Now this is a rocket to left. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. Now at the plate, Daniel Susak. The 1-1. Oh, he can't hang on. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Spencer Steer. And a payoff pitch. Caught him looking for the K. So they
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Braden Fisher.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And here comes Bellinger. There's a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
J.C. Escara stepping in now for the Yankees. Strike 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the order, Jason Dominguez. The next to hit. Check swing he held up. And that's ball 2. Caballero, the runner at first with 2 gone. There goes the runner. Varsho moving under it. And the inning is over. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. 8th inning coming up. Back in the Bronx. We're at the top of the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. And that one ripped to left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Down low, it kicks away. Throws to second, not going to get him. He's in there. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position. So now with 1 away and a man at second, And next will be the cleanup hitter, Kazuma Okamoto. Ground ball left side. Slings to first in time. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Blue Jays down a run, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball out towards left field. That's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tommy Nance.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Outside.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beavers. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Slider. Low outside.
Ball, that's out.
Slurve.
The 2-2.
Low outside.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Slurve.
Here's a 2-2. This one in the air, center field. Varsho drifts towards it. And that'll do it.
Now pitching for the
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt Strom.
Comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. And now it's Juan Yepez. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down.
The batter number 4.
1 out man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Wade. Step off throw to first. Jimenez dives back in safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-1. Gets under and pops it up. Strom has a beat on it. And there are 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the Toronto catcher, Daniel Susak. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second. A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Yankees. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, but last time out, got into the fourth inning. The key to his success today, he's got to throw first pitch strikes, get ahead in the count. I think that'll get him into position to qualify for a win.
Got him. One up, one down.
Batting second, the first baseman.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. One thing these guys do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, situational hitting isn't as common with all the slugging in today's game. But a team that shortens up, hits behind runners, and advances bases adds a lot of value. Pitchers can't afford to give them free base runners because this group knows how to capitalize.
He holds it in,
Addison
2 away.
Barger.
2 outs, base is empty. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the hill here today, Kevin Gausman. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of the game when he's out there.
Ball.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Aaron Judge at the plate.
High inside.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And Judge is down on strikes. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Just missed.
Low inside.
And that one misses outside. It's ball 4. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Austin Wells. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Seam fastball. Low inside.
Stays alive.
Sinker.
Stanton off of first with 2 away. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3. We played an inning, no score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Kazuma Okamoto digging in. He's the league leader in batting average, and that bat has been scorching hot, Singy.
Yeah, and everything off his barrel is noisy, Boo. Gap-to-gap approach, stays inside the baseball beautifully.
Out towards right center field. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it. A tough play, and now there are runners at first and second.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Andres Jimenez. In the air, left field. Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. Here comes the throw. Save. In comes the run from second. On the board first, it's 1-0. At the plate, Alejandro Kirk. Out to short. Digs it from the dirt, and they get him. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. So now with 1 away and a man at second, and the batter is George Springer. Up the middle, base hit into center field. Coming around third is Jimenez. He's safe as he gets his hand in. 3-0.
Well done, drives in the run. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One out, man at first. Ernie Clement, Springer on the run. On the ground. Throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 8, Spencer.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Man at second. In the air to left center. Jones on his way over. And that's the third out. Back here in New York, bottom of the inning, Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
The 2-2 on the way, and they'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So digging in, Jose Caballero slings to first in time.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 22, Ben Rice.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Ben Rice. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball right side. Clement over to first, and the Yanks go quiet. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. That's ripped, base hit, and a good start to the inning.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Next to hit, Addison Barger. Outside low, and it's 2-1. On the ground, right side. There's one. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying, and that's going to bang against the wall. Barger coming home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And here is Dalton Varsho. Now fly ball to right center. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Now a chance for Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Movement in the Yankees pen. Fernando Cruz, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Heel getting cranked up as well. Volpe throws it to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Sinker.
The 1-2. That's to third. Throws to first in time. So up next for New York, Spencer Jones. Hit on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first. Barely got him for the out. Close play. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Guerrero. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back in New York, Aaron Judge. Up now, he's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another 1-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Ball,
and
no.
that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Strike 2.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Fernando Cruz.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. This one in the air, right field. And there's one away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The 1-2. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. Here's the left fielder, Addison Barger. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
This one popped up. Caballero under this one. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for New York, Cody Bellinger. Not there in time. And that's the first hit for them in this one. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a double. Their first hit in this one.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Jose Caballero getting ready to hit. And a 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Jimenez. Throw to first in time. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Throw to first in time. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Ball, no.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
In the air, right field. Steer gets under it. And the inning is over. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next, Andres Jimenez. Liner snagged at first. Manager out of the dugout. Now on the bump, Camilo Doval. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. This one in the air, right field. Judge tracks it down for the out. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Makes the catch for the out. So the lineup flips over. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Swang and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Just misses with that one.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And foul ball. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. The Jays leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fires over to Guerrero. That's the third out. Back in the Bronx. And now for the Jays, George Springer. Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Andrew Kittredge, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Heel warming up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Liner, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. That one almost got him.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings and misses, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jimmy Garcia.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Got him swinging. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Barger drifts towards it, and there's 2 away. The Yankees looking to rally. So digging in, Jose Caballero.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So up next, Ben Rice. Fights it off, you'll see another.
Sweeper. Middle inside.
Out to center. Varsho should have this one. And that will end the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Yankees nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Kittredge. He last pitched 2 days ago. Now the left fielder, Addison Barger.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Payoff pitch. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. Homer number 25 of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. So they get the first out of the inning. So digging in, Dalton Varsho. Hard hit left side. Slings to first in time. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Tap back to the mound. Throws to first. Inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees.
Now pitching for
back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Eric Lauer.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
Oh, that hit him. The throw is still in time, and that's out number 1 on a tough play.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
Blue Jays.
Rogers. Ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
So back to the top of the order. Here's the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a ground ball. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. It's 5-0. We go to the 9th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Here's George Springer. Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Slinging it to first in time. And here comes the Yankees. New pitcher on here, Luis Gil.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but...
Oh, look at this. Over to first. Into third. Great pick.
Now pitching for
back
Toronto.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Kirk under it. Takes it in for the out. So they're down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Wells. 2 down, nobody on. That one misses. And the count is 3-1.
Outside.
And that's ball 4. Here's Cody Bellinger. Ball to strike. They're down to their final strike.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Nice grab. Throw to second, and what a play. Ball game. 5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.